Hi, I'm Kim McRae, Community Manager for the nonprofit Money Management International, here to talk about times when renting makes sense. Despite the decline in the housing market, owning a home certainly can have its privileges. But while homeownership has long been touted as the American dream, it's not necessarily the best choice for all Americans. Before you make a decision to purchase your own home, it's important to know that there are some situations where it may make sense to rent. For example, it might make sense to rent if you have less than perfect credit. Unfortunately, not everyone qualifies for the best interest rates. So before you get locked into a 30-year commitment, you might want to improve your standing by paying down debt and establishing a good credit history. Renting might give you the time you need to accomplish these goals. You might also be a good candidate for a rental if you don't plan to be in your residence for more than a few years. The initial costs of buying a home are steep and may only be a good investment if you had the time to pay down some of that mortgage debt. Renting, on the other hand, does not normally require you to pay realtor fees or closing costs, making frequent moves less costly. You might want to put off homeownership if you're not prepared for all the responsibilities of owning. Caring for a home takes a lot of time, energy, and money. When analyzing your situation, don't forget to consider insurance requirements, home repairs and maintenance needs, association obligations. In contrast, maintenance costs are usually included in the price of rent. You should definitely not rent if you can't tolerate risky investments. In general, home values have risen over the past many years. However, as we've recently learned, this is not necessarily the case in all areas and in all economic times. As a renter, the risk of ownership falls with the landlord. Another good reason to rent is if your money management skills need improvement. A home loan is probably the largest debt that most people incur, and the decision to commit to this big-ticket item should be taken very seriously. Since most people's housing costs consume 20 to 33% of their budgets, you need to be certain you can continually meet this responsibility. Finally, you can rest assured that your homework and preparation will help you to enjoy your dream home, regardless of whether you choose to rent or own. This is Kim McRae from Money Management International on when it makes sense to rent.